For 110 years, the Maine Seacoast Mission has provided spiritual, health, and youth development in coastal and island communities from mid-coast to down east Maine. Over the years, the mission has been blessed with resolute leadership and dedicated staff. The Maine Seacoast Mission is proud of its first 100 years, but continued success requires leadership and vision from the Board of Directors. Extraordinary people have served as directors of the mission, and few have been as important as Joe Murphy. Joe is known for his unstinting contributions of wise counsel to MDI nonprofits, and the mission is no exception. His steadfast concern for people and his quiet quest for excellence have inspired all who know him to achieve great things.
I think Joe Murphy came to Bar Harbor Bank and Trust Company around 2002. From 2002 to 2006, nobody knew how good a job Joe could do because those were gravy years for the banking business. However, everything changed about 2007. From 2007 to 2011, it was a period of turmoil for all banks. We dealt with Joe during that period of time on a number of participation loans, and I would say that Joe was a gentleman. He was a tough but fair negotiator. Joe, from myself and everybody else at Machias Savings Bank, we want to congratulate you for winning the Sunbeam Award. And we want to thank you for all the work you've done for the Seacoast Mission. Thank you.
Well, I knew Joe as my neighborhood banker, the president of my neighborhood bank, and that's how I knew him and had great respect for him. But then he called one day and asked to see me. It was because he wanted me to join the board of the Maine Seacoast Mission, which I think is probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. And I thank Joe from the bottom of my heart for that, because it's been a wonderful journey. But he's a quiet, gentle gentleman, a leader, and he never lets anything pass. He steps in with quiet strength and corrects our course or corrects our conversation or interjects. And he's just a man that I really, really admire for that, just his quiet strength.
When he joined the board of the Maine Seacoast Mission, of which I am also a member, I came to learn and understand of his commitment to the entire area that the mission serves, this area of coastal and down east Maine. And so, recognizing his commitment, his compassion, his understanding, when I learned that Joe had been selected to be an honoree here at this year's Sunbeam Awards Gala, I couldn't have been more pleased. And so, Joe, first of all, I want to thank you personally. I know that the board thanks you and the community thanks you for the time, the effort, and the commitment and the caring that you have put into this region. Thank you.
I just think he's been a real asset to the community in many, many ways, and I'm delighted that he was willing to come here and put not only his professional time into an important local institution, but also his non-professional time into helping so many organizations on the island. He is a special person. One of the things that Joe has led his bank to is sponsorship of the Maine Seacoast Mission's most important fundraiser in the year, and that is an enormous help, not to mention the fact that he serves on the mission board. If I had to use one word to describe Joe, it would be generous.
What makes Joe special is, as a leader of a nonprofit, he is the ideal board person. He has this wonderful way of laying out the issue, getting everybody to talk about it, and building consensus. He brings great humor, great sensitivity, and a real desire to bring people together to solve problems.
In Maine, we have a tendency to be wary of people from away, especially big city bankers in dark suits. We worry that they just won't get it. In this case, not to worry, Joe did get it. Not only that, he'd done good. Joe carried on and expanded the bank's long-term commitment to the people and institutions of down east Maine. Joe has volunteered his personal time not only to the mission, but to other state and local causes. His calm, cool, measured approach and sly smile are legendary. Joe, we salute and thank you.
I've never seen Joe stuck for words, except once. But one afternoon we were chatting, and I told him that I was having a conversation with our daughter. And Sophie said, you know, Joe Murphy's got swagger. Joe Murphy's the best dressed man in Bar Harbor, and it's Joe Murphy that should set the bar for all of you men. And to the men that will cross her path, they better be dressed with swagger like Joe Murphy. Joe, congratulations on being this year's Sunbeam Award winner. It couldn't go to a nicer, more well-deserving man. Congratulations.
The recipient of the 2015 Sunbeam Award, Joe Murphy.